Hey, and welcome back. 3, the remake, and tonight we are back in the hospital for the third video in a row, except this time with one big difference, and that is that we're finally getting to take hold of Jill. As you remember, she was sick and dying on this bed. Carlos sorted her out with the vaccine, and now she is ready to go. And I had a feeling this might happen just because we had... Ooh. This looks like a new gun. Didn't see this. Yeah, there's a couple of things all over the hospital that looked like it needed some of her equipment to get a hold of, so... I thought we might be playing her. Hang on, so that was definitely a gun, right? And I think I'm gonna have to swap it with this one. If my voice is a bit softer than before, you'll remember before I've actually mentioned that I'm testing getting my voice volume down a little bit more because I've listened back to the videos a little bit, and I've noticed that when you're at the volume that my voice is at, you really can't crank up the sound and really hear the great tension and the little sounds that, you know, how good the sound design is in this game. And so I thought I'm going to try and tweak it down a little bit, test it out, see how it goes. Luckily I have a few people watching live right now who can give me direct feedback and tell me if it's terrible. But the idea should be that as long as it comes through okay, we'll have the ability for you to crank up the actual game sound a bit to hear all the spooky shit that I have to go through. Alright, so this is a 33-shot 9mm handgun with a 3-round burst feature. Its quick rate of fire allows it to do a lot of damage in a short amount of time. So that will hopefully be handy, but I hope I'm sort of more a fan of the precise weapons, so I hope it's not too crazy. Alright, we'll get going now. I'm just bringing up my chat feed in front of me. Okay, cool. Alright, so what I'm hearing at first is that I am coming through a bit soft, someone noticed, but apparently I'm coming through okay.
Morning, sunshine.
You saved my life.
I sure as shit didn't. That was all Carlos. He carried you here and he treated you himself, crazy bastard.
Where is he?
He went underground. Bard stockpiled the vaccine, enough to give the city some hope.
He thinks he can do this by himself. I'm going after him.
Wait, did you see the broadcast? They're gonna blow the city sky high. I'm trying to get a hold of someone, anyone with the clearance to stop it. Leave this mess to him. He's a professional.
So am I.
Yo.
Right.
You heard it, folks.
Guess I'm not talking you out of this. The storage facility is underground, beneath this hospital. I've lost contact with Carlos, so expect trouble.
Okay. Alright, we've got just one of these. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to have to tweak a setting just for a moment. You might have the stream interrupted. Testing. Okay, cool. Let's do this. Alright, so I picked up a herb. Okay, do you know what? I'm gonna just keep a mental note of that because I should be able to get back to that when I need to. Another one. These weren't here before, so someone has dropped off boxes. I do have some healing though, but at least I know I can make my way back here. Okay, so what is the dealio? Tell me, because I can't remember. Did Jill have a knife to begin with? I'm just gonna go check quickly. She did have a knife. Now I wonder if I should keep that on me. I remember I made the conscious decision to not carry it with me because it just seemed like it was worthwhile. I really need to up her inventory size. Oh, the dude right there. I didn't even notice him last time. Hey, dude. That's one of the biggest differences between this game and Resident Evil 2's remake, is that, I think I have mentioned it before, but in this game I'm more likely to take somebody on. And just rather get rid of them so that they're out of my way. Whereas within RE2, I remember being way more happy to just buzz past them. And not have to deal with them at all. Okay, so now I finally got the equipment I need to start getting into these things. Oh, okay, this was not the bolt cutter. Of course, this was the lock pick. What do we got? Mag ammo. Ooh, what does this do? 44 AE mag bullets. These are the most powerful rounds on the market for semi-automatic pistols. So does that mean I can combine them? You know, I'm getting very frustrated with this one shotgun shell that I have. I should have, hang on, let me see. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a few mental notes here, because I could just fire out this one bullet, get rid of my extras, and then go get the mag bullets. But seeing as I'm gonna be around this area, I may as well see if there's someone to put the bullets into. What is my... Okay, so my goal is to get to the underground facility, but I do know that there's a few things I can get to with them first. There we go. Hello. Whoa! Okay, this is a problem. Okay, now, what I'm gonna need to do very quickly is... Come on, buddy. I hope he's gonna like my grenade launcher. Hey, I don't like that. Where the hell did he go? I hear you. Or do I? Oh, I'm gonna get myself in trouble here. Eat it! Eat it! Oh, please, please. Oh, no, no! Why is he still moving? Oh, oh goodness. Oh, goodness. Whew. Okay. So, I got way less of a reaction out of him from that flame grenade than I was hoping. I think I'm gonna swap that for the mines, because I think they're more explosives. And if you remember from the last video, he's highly allergic to hand grenades. So much so that I actually remember he was the one sort of went off even remotely near him and just dropped dead. Would you look at that? Okay, so it's a miracle at this point that I have inventory space for anything, it seems. Flame rounds. Okay, so what I can do now... See, this is what I was talking about. I'm gonna make the quick mission. Go pick up the things I can pick up, use them. Where was that door? Was it here? Okay, I don't have any free space here now. I'm on caution. Okay, quick. Make a quick run. We'll grocery run. I'm gonna get rid of these flame rounds because I don't think they're doing too much for me. I'm gonna... Can I... do you know what I can do? I think I can bring this dude out, swap my rounds. Okay, now I can store these. No. The mine rounds I think I'm going to store as well for now. I'm just too light on space. Then what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to combine, or not combining the store. Hey! Store those. And go back and use the others. Wait! What was that? Yeah, dude, this dude needs to be not making noises like that right now. That other herb was in here, right? good on me for taking such good mental notes. I'm already forgetting. Come on. Thank you. Okay. So, do I take one of these now? Yeah, one. I might deeply regret not taking with that extra health, but we'll see how that goes. Now I'm assuming with this mag ammo that I can... Is this the kind of ammo that I can combine with this weapon? These are the most powerful rounds in the market for semi-automatic pistols, but... I mean, these don't... Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna get the big-ass gun. Ooh, maybe that's what that is. I can't remember, someone said that they left the key somewhere or something. Yes. I need to head to the underground facility, it says. But what I need to do first is get myself up top, which I will do by that so that I can drop down into the courtyard and get that other thing. Or was there a better way to do that? I'm just gonna do it this way. I don't believe... Oh wait, maybe... I think, yeah, I don't think I can hop this fence. I have to do it from the top, right? Yeah. Okie dokie. Man, I must tell you, I've been enjoying this game a lot. I've said it a few times, and I've mentioned the fact that the reviews were looking a little bit of a bummer, but compared to what I was expecting after reading a few of just the headlines and the little quotations that they'd pulled out, I still don't trust the top roof beef nothing. Yeah, like I'm just, like, you know, the reviews weren't bad. They, you know, a lot of them used the word fine. They said the game is fine, and I also think the game is fine. But I think what is an interesting question is to ask yourself, what is better when it comes to, you know, these sort of, you know, experiences, whereas Resident Evil 2, the Resident Evil 2 remake was a better game than this. I mean, easily. I mean, the Resident Evil 2 remake is excellent. It was contender for Game of the Year last year, for good reason. If not, you know, Game of the Year. But I'm having more fun playing this, and that's just because it's just not as scary. It's just sort of more of a good time, and finding a good balance between feeling like I'm still playing a proper horror game. And let me just check quickly if there's anything up here. Oh, there is. Simple locks and so on. So let me do these quickly. Yeah, like I'm just having fun. Like I love horror, whether it's games or movies. It's always a love-hate relationship. You love it, but when you're doing it, you're sort of questioning your sanity and asking why. Okay, there's more mag ammo, so I've got high hopes that that box downstairs is going to be something good, like a big gun. But I just got a gun, so I'm a bit confused. Are they going to give me 2 guns? I don't appreciate you lying all over my shit. Oh, you too. Where was I now? So I have to turn around, get out of there, and get to the staff room. Okay, so yeah. Okay. But whew, I mean, just the part of this game when I had to go into the police station again was just like a very sobering and speedy reminder that that police station is hella scary. And the vibe, that's not good. Oh, someone else is trying to beat me. Ooh, controller lag and interference. That's why you just saw me suddenly looking at the ground. Now, why I'm having those issues, I can't tell you. I wonder if I can line these guys up. But I'm having them. Okay. This dude is definitely trying to bite me in the toes. Hey, I have someone watching who's a good old friend from the Netherlands who lives there now. Hello, Mr. Crypty. You can come do some long distance watching someone suck at something. Oh goodness, he's doing that. Whoa! Numble Son Achiever! This guy is an overachiever. Goodness, you can tell that this dude was like #1 in his like bowls class or some shit. His bowls club. It's like for a professor or whatever you are way too nimble. Not to mention the dead guy part. Okay, so alright, I got my stuff from there. Alright. That means that I think I've got all of that stuff, so I think I can head back there. Where exactly is this underground facility I'm supposed to be heading to? Lab reception. Okay, so I see this padlocked door is obviously the answer, so I'm gonna head back there now. Okay. Before I get underground facility, I need to now use this place to pop down here so that I can thing. Where it is? Now where is it? What's on that side now? Have I messed this up somehow? Have I misunderstood? I think I in common at the I thought I could drop down here and then come here and then get there, but that's obviously not the way. So, what am I missing? Oh, that's what I was missing. I don't think I... I'm starting to wonder if that was something I missed all along. That I could have always used a different one to drop down there, but I think I did. I think I remember I did drop down there with Carlos, and I just couldn't... open it all. That's gonna all the way around. Okay, I might also add that due to the actually it's timing that I just checked right now. Due to my especially with my intensely impressive at the beginning of the last video where I took 20 minutes to figure it should have taken about 20 seconds. I now got time number 6,000 minutes. 30 minutes and 20 finishing the game in. I'm confused myself so much. I have no idea where I'm going and what I'm doing. What in the hell am I doing? Let me try to get around. I wish I could have like a live map up or something because I'm terrible with this map for some reason. Yeah, so I'm at about the point where some people have actually finished the game. I've seen other people doing it in about 7 hours something. Okay, so here's... Is this the one here? Is this the one that I need to be using? I hope so, because I keep getting this wrong. I believe I've gotten it wrong once more. Okay, but that's pretty cool, because I didn't realize that I didn't even use that one last time. So, the one that I'm used to using is on the other side of that one. But the question is, how do I get there? It's blocked. Okay. Let's do it again. I've been doing this silly thing where I've just been sort of relying on sort of the natural path in front of me and saying, okay, if I just sort of run that way and use the thing, I'll get to where I'm supposed to be going. And that really hasn't happened, and it's made me run around a whole bunch of times. Now, I'm just trying to take a look. Was it not here? I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to start doing that thing again where I take too long to figure something basic out. Okay, so is that the one I want to be dropping down to get? No, that's the wrong one that I used, which means that I needed to be finding a way to use that one over there. And to get that side...
I think I can squeeze by.
Ah, now that I never thought about. That's why I never got there with Carlos. I don't know if he could ever crawl under there. Okay, so I wasn't completely losing my mind. Not completely. That's creepy. What do we got here? Arta. I don't even know what that is. Okay, so finally. Why is the bush making such a damn sound? I don't appreciate that. Okay, sweet. Finally, a big ass gun.
Guaranteed to give you a headache.
Cool. Now, the question is as well, what happened if you didn't have space for that? At least I think it put the... So this is the mag ammo now. Okay. Now I think I can maybe swap. Okay, number 8. Ooh. I wish I had done... These bushes are now making an unsettling amount of noise. It's supposed to just be the wind or whatever, I think, but it's definitely just doing enough to make me think that maybe I'm gonna have a good reason to use this gun in a moment. Ooh, that takes a while to close up, so... Okay, that means I'm here, which means I can go through here again. Let's now not get complacent. Wow, this thing really does take a long time to close up its... What would I have if I go through there? Nothing. This operating room, didn't I leave a few things in here before? Let me just double check it. There might be some stuff. According to this thing, green, not green, blue generally means that you've checked everything out, so I don't need to look around there too much. What I do need to do now is finally head back and get to the lab reception, double check here. I'm finally going, which way? This way. Ah yes, I'm back here.
This looks like Nikolai's work.
Nikolai, what a bitch. Okay. So, what am I doing? It says that I've got something to do here. Wasn't there anything else for her to find here? No padlocks for me to cut. Okay, so the reception's got the padlocked door, but why? Oh, why? Aha, that's why. Explosives, and that's all I can pick up. Man, I am... Oh, it's... Oh, okay, cool. I am officially done with the bolt cutters, so I think that is gonna help me. Alright, so I'm done with this room and I'm off now straight ahead to the reception. Can I like wait for this thing to do that and then only open the door? Not really. I mean it's quite smart. I mean the old Resident Evils you couldn't walk and shoot. But you know, I like that it's quite smart in these games that if you sort of mimic the old school games gameplay style, then you can aim more accurately. So you can walk, but it's at your own peril. Okay, so here we go. Also, the amount I use this map, I wish I had a quick. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Jeez, like. Ooh! Look who's allergic to 44 Desert Eagle shots. Very nice. I like that. Okay, so I can go in here now. The nervous person in me wants to quickly head back here and just do a quick save and maybe move some things in. I've got explosive A and explosive B. I'm thinking as well at this point I have too many weapons and I'd like to sort of cut them down, but now I'm very worried about which ones to cut down. I feel like I think I'm gonna let me store the shotgun and the Desert Eagle serve a little bit of the same purpose, so I'm rather gonna take that out and see how that goes. I do love shotguns though. I never wanna not have them around. Okay, so these guys I can combine together and that makes me flame rounds. Okay, so I'm gonna store you as well. Something I haven't found much of, which I remember them talking about, is the heavy, what is it? Was it heavy gunpowder or heavy rounds? Something like that. That you could use. Okay, so it's a ton of flame rounds I'm not using. The explosive rounds are inside my other thing. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to leave myself open to have a bit of extra space, just in case. So we'll see how that goes. Let me do a save quickly. Cool, what's time looking like? Because my plan is to stream this for about an hour tonight. About, I'm going for... not quite sure how many right now. Okay. Off we go. Okie dokie. Oh, what's this? Spencer Memorial Pamphlet. Welcome to Spencer Memorial Hospital, the heart of Raccoon City's healthcare, the forefront of science. Spencer Memorial Hospital was meticulously designed by Spencer Foundation to serve as the backbone of medical care throughout the region. In addition to our state-of-the-art outpatient wing and spacious inpatient wing, we boast one of the country's largest research wings, where we conduct clinical trials for new drugs that will change the face of medicine across the United States and the world. Okay. I'm just like, Carlos couldn't pick these up. Are we insinuating that Carlos was illiterate? Okay, let's get going. Okay. Something's funky with this PlayStation's viewer counter as well, because I've had a few cases where I know for a fact there are more people viewing than what it says, even if it's just off by one or something. Seems to be a little bit out of whack. Okay, I'm just taking a good look around here. Ooh, hello. Hello there. Green herb. Okay, so I got 2 of those. I've actually, I could, anything else I can equip? Wow, no, I would never discard that. Okay, so it looks like I'm done with the Lockpick. Alright, let's see what happens. I am expecting a cutscene of sorts. Okay. Ooh. Man, I love the mood of this game. It's so...
Oh, this must be the way underground.
The mood, the sort of color palette, everything of this game is so unique compared to Resident Evil 2. Like, when I think of Resident Evil 2, I think of, as I've always have, you think of blues and whites and greys, you know, the real sort of, that police uniform colors almost. But, in this one, I love the use of little reds and, sort of reds and greys and blues. I love the hospital's green and blue. One thing... oh, I don't like elevators in games. One thing this game has missed out on, though, I think, compared to Resident Evil 2, where they could have upped it a little bit more, or not a little bit more, a lot more, is that this has really been lacking.
How is it no one in the hospital ever noticed all this?
Yeah. One thing this is nice. I mean, these Evil 2 was great with, and even back in the day, I've never played a Silent Hill properly. To you know, like a proper one of the Silent Hills. I've only at best toyed with one for a few minutes, but my wife used to play a lot of Silent Hills, and they had great puzzles and these cool things to figure out. It's sort of part of the horror, old school horror genre. Resident Evil 2 Remake had, and this one's just sort of had. Right. Okay, I'm in a safe room. I love how like that little safe room chill music. Ah, yes. Give me a hip pouch. Except I've got something to read instead. To all employees, we've identified an issue with the electrical box where concurrent use of heavy machinery overloads it and causes the fuses to blow. If you encounter this problem and can't get the elevator running, please stay calm, gather fuses from the sub-generators situated around the warehouse, and then use those to restore power from the main generator as quickly as possible. I feel like a lot of this game has actually been a really good... what can I call it? Like it's like a masking. They're sort of hiding the fact that they're just using some very sort of overused video game systems of, you know, I'm basically playing a level of Doom where it's like find the red key and the blue key and the yellow key and then you can get out of here to a degree. And it's weird because I actually think it's being pulled off well enough that it's keeping things moving along in a way that I'm enjoying. But like I said, I think the puzzles is where I really feel like we're missing it. So I just feel like having something like that to dig your mind into and sort of play through or work through really is one of the things that made this genre so charming back in the day. Cool. I'm just gonna save again. I have this terrible feeling like I'm gonna go back and check, but I have this like super terrible feeling that in the last video when I was playing with Jill, like before I saved or something like that, I picked up another hip pouch or something and I had more space than I have, and this would have filled up the last 2 slots instead of those. And I really hope that when I came back to the game again or loaded up, I didn't forget. But doing these little sessions and doing it like in chunks of an hour has proven to be an interesting... it brings along some interesting little challenges. Nikolai. also again the old zombie movie moral, or the old message is, turns out the people were the real monsters all along. Okay, now that I know the douchebag is here, and I've been given some explosive rounds. With all these things considered, I think I'm going to quickly just come back in here and load myself up on and drop you off. And I'm maybe just going to bring in some more mine rounds? I don't know if I should use mine or flame. Let's go mine. Because they make it a big boom. Okay. Alright, so what do we have here? Is this going to be a boss battle of sorts, or a conversation, or nothing? What does the map tell? The map tells me that there's something over there. No, sorry, I'm really. Can I do anything about this? I find it very weird that. Is he just like eyeballing me? 'Cause that's creepy. Whoa.
I must admit, I respect your tenacity. But I'm afraid our games end here.
You think this is over?
Okay, so... Oh, okay, so this is maybe where they want me to collect up some of these fuses and things? Because I ain't got nothing for that. Whoa, 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 whoa. And what in the living hell is that? Hey. Oh goodness, that's not good. It's like playing in hard mode. Really trying for those headshots, dude, but you're not making this easy. Okay, you know what? This is a job for shotguns. Is this dude still alive? What in the hell? Okay, he looks a little less alive now. That dude took a lot of ammo, and that makes me wonder if it's better to just use something explosive on him. What? Okay, now he dropped from up there. Is there a way for me to get around there? Okay, I can do something here now. Oh, I expected that to not work. I feel like this wouldn't be right if we didn't at least do one of these. You know, let him know that we're serious. Oh, I am apparently a little bit damaged, so let me... Ah, crap, that didn't even get me out of out of caution. So, I'm not a fan of normally using green herbs just by themselves, but in this case... Well, in this case, it proved me right. Not, Well, I was going to mix two together, so I guess using two should give me a similar result, right? I've also sort of liked that in these games, Resident Evil. They've never had a health bar as such. They just sort of tell you, you know, you're fine, caution, danger, or whatever, and never They never sort of burdened you with thinking about your health more than that. It's more just a case of you're good, you're not good, bro, you're about to bite the shit. And that's all you really need to know. Okay, so now I've got a fuse. Now does that mean... I don't like this at all. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, jeez, like... Ah, goodness, not the dogs, not the dogs, not the dogs. Okay. I got it. Please die. Tell me you're dead. I actually have a Doberman, and he's about this size as well. Way, way less mean, let me tell you. Way less mean. These guys have clearly not been fed in long, and have possibly been scolded a bit too hard, and now they're taking it out on me. Okay. Whoa, not so cool. Is there something on my head again? Because the last time something fell, something ate my face. Or attempted to. Ah, hello. Oh goodness, this gun is amazing. Doesn't matter what games I'm playing, you can never go wrong.
A dead end. No, wait.
Never go wrong with a good old hand cannon. Well, unless you're that dude from Pulp Fiction. Didn't work so well for him there. When he bust out the bathroom. Although that does sort of give a great indication of what a lot of my aiming with a hand cannon looks like. Okay, so just want to double check. Okay, so I could technically... I mean, I had somewhere to go there, and that was obvious. But I think I'm going to come offload this fuse salon, because I like the idea of having spare space. You're going to eat my feet, are you? Where was it again? Here we go. Let's use you. Cool. Please still don't eat my feet, thank you. Okie dokie. Right, yo. Down I go. And, yeah, let me go find where that spot was where I could sneak through now. Get my shotgun ready just in case. See, I like this. See this guy? I don't have to worry if this guy's getting up to bite my feet, because he can't bite my feet without the top part of his jaw or his teeth. He can only press against me firmly with one end. Sort of like in those old dentist ads where they would push on things. Okay, so just want to check if there's anything else I should be looking at. Where am I? There's apparently a red herb behind me and to the side. Hello. I didn't see that one. Hey, I completely missed this. Cool. I don't know why I'm so happy to do that. I'm not the kind of person who ever goes out of his way to collect everything. So I somehow get very excited at the idea that I'm going to collect like 65% of something. Alright. So if I tell this to do this, what happens? I want to come up here so let me see what's going on here. A door. Oh no. Okay, now Whoops. That did not go how I had hoped. Let me just... Are you dead? That's a good combination of weapons there. Okay, employee memo. Let's start looking at the loss. Admitted to N2, male 45, female 32, discarded, male 60, female 89. This was September 12th, September 15th. Admitted to N2, males 55, 19, female 51, discarded, female 76, returned, female 8, uninfected. Admitted to N2, males 25, female 16, 29, discarded 6 male specimens, 9 female specimens, disposals trending upwards daily. Preemptively dispose of any over 30 years of age. September 24, nightly transfer observed by nurse, admissions to underground facility temporarily halted. Okay. So I need to just go back out to just double check what it was that I accomplished with that. That lift that I brought down. Is there something that I have to bring up or down? Hang on, where did that go? Where was that? That goes back to the office. So I think what they're really giving me here, as far as I can understand, might just be a Dark Souls-ish shortcut. Yes, it is. Cool. I'm only going to be able to run my stream tonight for about an hour. But I've been doing the last couple of videos for an hour as well, and it's worked out pretty good. But I think in the future, if possible, I'd even like to go a little bit longer, because hour and a half is good. But I won't stop just yet. I think I'm going to do one more run around after this to see what's going to happen next in that area. And then I will finish there. Can I combine this with this? No. Okay, so I think I'm going to store you. I'll keep you guys on hand. These mine rounds. I'm starting to think I'm going to rather swap them for the flame rounds. See how it goes. Cool. I'm really appreciating that extra space I've got though. Okay, let me quickly just... I've currently got the awesome explosive rounds fitted, but I think I must give these flame rounds a check, because I've got a bunch spare, and I do want to see what they do to those weird ass Silent Hill looking sons of bitches, the sort of liquor, or not liquor, but just like the sort of meat covered skeletons. Alright, before I head out, if you'll just bear with me, I need to do something just for a moment. Okie dokie. Otherwise this, if I can just chat while I'm getting this other thing done quickly. This area is quite interesting. It's going to be very interesting to go back to I'd like to check out the original game. I'm not going to play it. I'll probably just watch like a playthrough or something like that, and just take a good look at what was new and what wasn't in this, because I don't have any reference because I didn't play that one. So yeah. Alright. Okay, I'm done. Thank you for your overwhelmingly kind patience. Thank you. Not that I really got to monitor any of it. Okay, what do we got? We have got a box. Hello box. Shell holder. Ooh. Yes, please. Let us... A custom part for the M3 shotgun allows for faster reload speeds. I will happily take that, thank you. I still trying to understand. If I saw off my shotgun, can I get it to fit into one slot? That would be great, thank you. Okay, so all this did was lower this area here, I see. So this was also just there to provide a shortcut for me. And then of course we can get up and around to lift lever, sorry, lift lever, surveillance room, fuse box. Shotgun shells, which I apparently missed. Okay, so they've given me the shortcut to down here. That's where I came from. I don't have any more fuses, and I don't think, well, I need a couple more. Where was these shotgun shells that I missed? Up here. There we go. Okay. Okay. Keep forgetting about that. Okay, so what am I doing now? Hunt for fuses. So let's see what I could do here. I should have probably just used the other way, but I thought I'll come this way and forgot that it's going to make me do things the long way around. So just to also be sure, I've got 2 out of 4. If I do this, nothing happens for now, yeah. Okay, Jill, up we go. I love the whole like shotgun pose she's got. She's sort of rested on her forearm. I wonder how much quicker she reloads the shotgun, because I like that idea a lot. Okay, am I hearing something? I hear her breathing. Okay, so this is where I've shortcutted this whole area. I went through there. I think this one I just brought down, right? This stuff all crashed. So I need to figure out what to do next. And now I need to keep thinking a little bit about things like how she, in the hospital, you know, said something like, oh, I think I could fit through here, because I didn't even, you know, think to approach something that was, you know, usually just a blockade. Okay, so now I'm running around in circles, because I'm basically back here where I was. You know, that was, okay, that got me behind here, but is there another direction I can go? Let me take a good look at this map quickly. Underground storage and hospital. So let me zoom in. Is it also, is it a note that every single one of these lifts come with some sort of fuse? Does this achieve anything? Nope. Alright. Okay. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's always interesting when you're playing and you just miss one little thing. It has to click, and then when it clicks, you know what you're doing. You realize you just missed silly. Now, that then allows me access to here, and this gives me a handgun ammo. Okay, so that was nice, but not quite what I was hoping. I thought this was gonna give me a fuse or something. Well, that didn't help me that much. Is there anything else I can achieve up here? Oh, hello. So where does this put me then? Yeah, it doesn't. At least it doesn't have the. At least it's got these sort of level puzzles in a sense. This isn't strictly speaking a puzzle like I was mentioning about Resident Evil 2, but it is at least something. You've sort of just got to get through it. High grade. Hey, here's the high grade gunpowder I was talking about earlier. Okay, so if I'm up here now, sorry, I thought I saw something. If I'm up here now, I'm going to then go down there, and where is that taking me? That looks spooky as shit. But I see they've got I see that they've got a fuse box there, and that fuse box is a carrot dangling at the end of a corridor. Dead Space, which I've referenced many times while playing this, was the worst. I'll never forget the one area I was in where there was like a medical facility as well, and I was walking down a corridor, and I turned right, and it was just like this long single corridor, dead end, with some hospital beds, and like right at the end was just like the juiciest piece of equipment or ammo. I can't remember exactly what it was. And you just knew. You were like, yeah, if I go get that, I'm gonna pay for it. And I did. Wow, dude, you must have been eating your Wheaties. Oh shit. Oh shit. What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? Ah, damn it. Okay. See if the flame mine's paid off. Ah! Didn't hit my button properly. Ow! Oh, goodness! Can I climb? Can I climb? Can I climb? Can I climb? No, 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 no. I cannot believe I got away with that. Have some more. Oh, are you gonna catch fire if you walk through there? I should hope so. Okay, so did the big piece of shit die? Oof, I'm in danger. You, I got lucky there. I cannot lie, that was very lucky. Okay, so we got a few zombies. It looks like the big grenade did work. Oh. Oh my word. I thought... Where were all of you guys hiding? Okay, let's try that again. Is this not working? It's not working. Let's try this one. Judo dodge. Judo dodge. Okay, it seems like at least this dude bit the bullet from those flame rounds. But I do... Was that what I was using on him? In the... Oh, hello. In the sewers that time? Okay, so I could have saved myself a whole bunch of grief by using the explosive rounds right away there, but at least they did work well on... The flame rounds did at least work well on this dude. Jeez, I'm in caution again. Should I use the green herb single one? Yes, okay, why not? Again, coming back to how they deal with health, I think that's pretty cool, because instead of having your health be an exact science, I do quite like that it's like, I think I'll risk that. Give it a go. Geez, like, so talking about how there was a little dangling carrot, they really set me up for that one. That was no joke. Ooh, what do we got? High grade gunpowder, and what's the other thing? There's lots of gunpowder. So, what happens if I combine high grade with high grade? I think I get mags. Yes. Muy bien. Okay, and I can combine that for some other ammo. Not bad. Not a bad haul. Okay, what time is it? Looks like I need to make my way back to a save point, and then I think that might be where we leave it. I've been very impressed again. I just like, you know, now that I'm getting to the final sort of stages of this game, that I can give more of my opinion on this. Sure, to say it one more time, yes, it's not Resident Evil 2's remake. It's got its ups and downs, maybe, but really, the ups have been, for me personally, the ups have been plentiful. And I think the major downsides that I can put to this right now is that if you bought this new, sure, it's a lot like Resident Evil 2. It feels, you know, a lot of people have been saying it feels more like an expansion than a whole game. But as far as I understand, and as far as I've listened to the stories of how things played out for the original Resident Evil 3, that's pretty. It feels like it's actually almost pretty true to the history of this franchise, whereas they sort of half-assed it on Resident Evil 3 and reused assets and things, because what they really wanted to do was run off and make Codename Veronica. And I can tell you now, it's something I should have brought up earlier in the stream, but something that was announced today while I'm busy, you know, this day that I'm streaming and playing, is that they've confirmed that they're busy making Resident Evil, you know, they're doing a remake of Resident Evil 4, which is what many of us did, what we did expect, because that game was huge, and that game was important, so it actually changed gaming, just the way it handled its over-the-shoulder mechanics. You know, people like Cliffy B back in the day, you know, said that when he made Gears of War, he was directly influenced by it. And he, you know, it changed a couple of things, and it did a lot of things really well. So I would be very keen for that. But I hope that they, once again, in the spirit of the series, I hope, in the spirit of the game, I hope they try and like up the ante a little bit, or, you know, do something that makes it, the remake, special now in the same way that the original was special too. We also know there's a Resident Evil 8 coming that's going to be first person, and we know that it seems like they're going to be doing a lot of this on and off, one on, one off, you know, sort of one remake, one new one, one remake, one new one, and maybe we'll eventually get a brand new, over the, you know, third person sort of Resident Evil in future as well. And I can't be happier. I tell you, Resident Evil 7 was excellent. That game was scary as shit, and I never want to play it ever again. Make no mistake. But you know, this is really cool. I think Resident Evil is about to enter one of its best eras ever, and you know, we have Capcom's revival to thank. Alright, I'm about to head off now. I've actually just got someone stepping in here who's a very big fan of Resident Evil. He's the one that's been feeding me all of the information I've been getting about all of the stuff in terms of the history and so on. But that's it. Alright guys, thank you very much. Thanks for joining, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.